My name is Steve Tompkins. I'm the Director in charge of the BAC project from Tompkins Architects. The playground project for me, I think, is about reimagining the whole building as a site for performance. It's an incredibly beautiful, rich, dense building already. But historically, not much of the building was open and available and known to the public and available for artists to make work in. I think it was only until we started thinking about the whole of this building as a potential auditorium, as a potential performance space, that things started to get really exciting. Battersea Town Hall is such an interesting building because it's probably not what one would normally think of as a found space for making art. And I think of derelict factories or, run down warehouses, that sort of space. This isn't that. It's a much more civic, much more public building, and it's made with just such incredible levels of craftsmanship and civic pride. And I think that's the thing that you feel right the way throughout. Even the spaces that were never intended to be seen by the public are just made so beautifully, and you feel the craft and the pride in craftsmanship everywhere in the building. And that's one of the things I think which sort of bubbles up through the whole process of working in this space. You have a responsibility to respond to that sense of craftsmanship and that sense of pride in work. And I think it just informs everything that happens here. I love it. I love the mosaics, I love the glass work, the joinery, the stonework. It comes from a time when you could think about making things of exquisite quality, even when they're not really in the public eye. And that just feels like a dream for architects working at the moment. And we just have to find different ways of responding to that. But I think the baseline quality of the building is one of its key strengths, and it's something which we're constantly returning to and referring back to in our own work.